Calvin Ellis here, doing my solo thing with Comic Book Hero. Well, every once in a while, you'll see some show, read an article, and it says that people are no longer, or they're looking for alternative means of investment. They're not putting their money into traditional things like stocks, bonds, mutual funds. No, they're investing in other things. And every once in a while, you will see something about investing in comic books as opposed to investing in a traditional fund. Look, don't be stupid. Okay? A traditional fund for investing works differently than a comic book does. A comic book is a collectible. That means its value is only if somebody else is willing to buy it. So if you paid $3 million for Action Comics 1, Action Comics 1 is only worth $3 million if you can find somebody else who's willing to take it off your hands. It's the last idiot in the room rule. Even with Action Comics 1. At the end of the day, it's a comic book. Okay? When things are going good, you have a bunch of discretionary income, you're really wealthy, sure. Why not get Action Comics 1? Put it up there with a whole bunch of other stuff you got there, like the Hope Diamond and a bunch of Fabergé eggs you got on your trip to Russia. Aside of that, putting your money into a comic book for an investment is a precarious thing. Really, really precarious. If you're lucky, you bought a comic book for $1 or $2, and now it's worth a couple of thousand, you lucked out. To put a couple of thousand into a comic book, expecting that 10 years from now, you're going to get some sort of mega return on it is foolhardy. Incredibly foolhardy. See, here's how it works at the end of the day, okay? Let's say you bought, let's give you an, you're 55 years old, you're going to retire in 10 years. You take out $50,000, you buy yourself some really good comic books, and they're all 9.8s, and they're key comics. 10 years later, it's time for you to retire. Remember those books that you bought? Now you want to turn them over. Hey, guy. Comic book buyers are notoriously cheap. They want to get the best book for the lowest possible price, like anybody else. So you now have that Hulk 181, and let's say you were lucky enough that it went up in value. So you paid $2,000 for it, okay, whatever it was. Now it's worth $12,000. Great, excellent return for 10 years. It takes time to get the money. This isn't a stock where you can just say, hey, sell my stock, you pay whatever fees you have, and now you have money coming to you. You're going to have to wait until there's a buyer for that particular book, and that may take some time. That could take the better part of a year. Are you willing? Can you wait 12 months so you can get that extra $12,000 that you have in the book? And if you can't wait, here's what you're going to do. You'll lower your price. You'll lower it some more. And then you're going to throw off the whole market because a book that should have went for $12,000 then went for $7,000 because you needed to get your hands on some money. That's going to throw everything off. And then if you try to unload your other books, it'll probably be around the same thing. So don't be fooled by this stuff. Investing in comic books. Comic books are not really meant for investing. Comic books, they're collectibles. Like anything else. You collect Batmobiles, you collect stamps, you collect matryoshkas. Whatever it may be, it's about collecting them. We do it for the fun, and we're willing to pay more money because we would like to have a nice collection. At the end of the day, yeah, you might make some money turning it over. You might not. And yes, you can actually make a business for yourself doing this type of stuff. But when it comes time for your retirement, when it comes time for you to actually have some money in your pocket based on what you've done, throwing thousands of dollars in the comic books and thinking that you're going to get a high return on them may not be the smartest way to do it. Don't believe me? Hey, there were a whole bunch of guys online buying what? The Death of Superman, thinking they were going to put their kids through college. That didn't happen. Calvin Ellis, and we'll see you here next time. Comic Book Hero.